Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a rather wet Rider Ramblings, unfortunately. As I say before, I'm trying to go out and ride the bike every day, even if it's unpleasant. So I ride the black bike, this one, when it's raining, and the blue bike usually when it isn't. You can't go that way, madam, it's one way. So yes, anyhow, to finish off the story of everything, with my purpose in life being no health problems, the other problem, as I say, with having a purpose is keeping to it. And how do you do that? Because I'm doing my exercise early in the morning, every morning, 5 kilometers. I'm riding the bike virtually every day, one of them. There are occasionally days when I don't do this, but that's because we've gone out to do something together, Valerie and myself, or something like that. But normally, it's every day. But you then need to have something, to keep you going. You need a routine. You need to do it. So what am I going to do sort of between breakfast and riding the bike after lunch? And of course, after riding the bike, I could always come back for a siesta, a snooze, but I'm not doing that. So what I've decided was, when we were at school a very long time ago, there was a sort of very regimented routine that we kept to. And that routine was basically, you did certain things at certain times, and lessons were a certain... Oh, this bike is cold, and I do need to work on the TPS sensor. It's the throttle response is a bit funny this morning. Yes, you had to do certain things at certain times, and you didn't spend too long doing any one thing. I think we had double lessons. Don't think we ever had a triple lesson. No, we had double lessons, which were about an hour and a half. So what I've decided is I need to get back into having routines and set things at set times. Now, I'm not exactly following the school system, but I'm following the idea of a routine. So after breakfast, I have 1 hour booked out in my diary for administration, messing about, answering emails, all of this type of thing, which probably isn't the right thing to do, because in France they don't actually update your bank information online until after 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's I need to still check it a bit later on, but it is 1 hour of admin, as I say, first thing in the morning. And then I think I've told you that I used to write software, and that my actual profession is systems analyst. Yeah. I actually got that a very long time ago, that qualification, but then, yeah. So anyhow, oh grief, what's going on here? So I've decided that I'm going to update some of my old programs to bring them right up to date, and although a number of them are not actually sold, I do have a couple which are actually out in the wild and people pay for, but which have been sort of in maintenance mode. I offer support, but the programs haven't been upgraded. They've been updated as and when required, but they've not been upgraded. So I'm going to do all of that. So I've decided I need to do all of that, and they have to work on phones and, you know, all the usual sorts of things that a modern piece of software has to do. So that's my morning. So after administration until about lunchtime, I work on that. I am sometimes interrupted by Valerie to go and do things, but it's not unusual. So these roads are in a terrible state. There's mud everywhere, there's diesel on them, I can smell him. I don't know what people have been doing, but whatever it is, it's not a very clever idea. So, yep. Right, anyhow, so that's what I'm sorting out. So that's the morning done. I've then got my normal bike run, which is after lunch, and then I shall do one of my hobbies. I have a number of hobbies, and one of them is actually working on the bike, but the other one which I'm going to spend some time doing is, good grief, look at all the diesel on the floor. Is I also make things out of leather, small items out of leather, so I shall be doing that, because before I stopped doing that. Anyhow, I'm filling up with petrol. The reason being is that France is on strike on, I think it's the 19th, I'm not exactly sure of the date, but I think it's the 19th, because of retirement age is going up to 64. Yes, you heard me correctly. Everybody in France is going on strike, and I do mean nearly everybody. It's a complete general strike, quite simply because of it's the retirement age. Anyhow, I'll say thank you very much. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.